Well, this is the story of a cat that apparently hopped in the vehicle of a contractor who unknowingly gave her quite a ride.
And how she got back home is due to quite a strange chain of events that her rescuers say is, quote, thanks only to God and Facebook. DK Wright is live now in the 7 studio with the story of Sassy the cat. DK.
Sassy is an indoor-outdoor cat who lives in Warwood. She visits her neighbors every day. Rochelle Roberts is a member of the Experience Church in St. Clairsville. She stops in at their coffee shop almost every day. How their paths crossed is against all odds. Last Thursday, Rochelle decided not to stop at Aquila Coffee.
I was taking my kids to school and I told myself, I don't need coffee, I'm not gonna stop.
Then, she says, a strong urge came over her, so she stopped. In the church parking lot was a gray and white cat.
I rolled down my window and I started to meow at her and she meowed back, and when I got out, it took probably maybe 2, not even 5 minutes. And she was walking right up to me, rubbing all over me, purring.
She gathered up the cat and posted a video on Facebook. In Warwood, Susan Cunningham, one of Sassy's neighbors, had been worrying about the cat who had been missing. She saw the video.
I watched it a couple times and I said to myself, oh my gosh, that's Sassy.
It was indeed Sassy, right down to the strange spot on her back foot. Warwood and St. Clairsville are about 15 miles apart, not to mention they're on opposite sides of the Ohio River. They finally solved the mystery. A contractor doing work in Warwood had unknowingly picked up the little feline hitchhiker in his truck, then drove off to his next job near the Experience Church in St. Clairsville, where Rochelle had suddenly felt the need to go for coffee.
It was absolutely a miracle. God's hand was all over this one, that's for sure.
It was a miracle, a true miracle. God had his hand in this.
And social media is sometimes capable of good things.
This really showed that there are a lot of positives that happen with social media.
It's just amazing the power of Facebook with all of the animal lovers out there that are concerned about missing pets.
One last takeaway, in cold weather, cats will seek warmth in or under a parked vehicle.
So pound on your truck, your car, the hood of your vehicle.
By the way, Sassy's back in Warwood, visiting the neighbors and hopefully avoiding rides with strangers. Sassy's big adventure lasted 10 days. Live in the 7 studio, DK Wright working for you.
Thanks, DK. Well, now it's time